what is it? Manners and Monsters,
Okay.
which is very Mary Jane smut.
That being said,
It-
again, I want to just talk about again. Sorry, we can't just leave off on 30-minute blowjob. Jesus Christ!
yeah, that's not enjoyable for anybody.
I mean, David, I don't know how many dicks you've sucked. That's a lot, though. Like, God, how?
They're faithful. It's fine.
Like, my they better be at that point. Holy shit! I don't do. I mean, not that I do that shit normally. But like, you don't do that for just somebody.
I do want to specify, it wasn't in the text 30 minutes. It was 30 minutes of the audiobook was this blowjob scene.
So a 30-minute blowjob. Got it.
Yeah.
I have like a personal Cards Against Humanity deck that I use online that's absolutely getting added as a 30-minute blowjob.
Oh, you should add just about anything from Kimberly Lemming. The one I did that I listened to was That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon. That one's pretty good.
I just feel like at some point we need to just touch on Chuck Tingle's books.
Oh, that's what I was gonna look up. Yeah, because Chuck Tingle does have a Hanukkah special
God, I need to read more smut. It's been a while.
where the person is bisexual and they fuck each of the candles.
Damn.
Chuck Tingle, you never cease to amaze me.
It's the wax that smiles back. Hello. That's a man. You know what? That's it. You know what? That's a really good by the way, so David Toast Wizard here has a podcast where they talk about books, and this is the kind of books that they talk about. So if you want to subscribe to more of this chitter amongst friends, you should check out Plug Yourself, David. Plug Yourself, David. Plug Yourself.
It's the toasting tea.
Check out patreon.com / Toast Crumbs network, I believe.
Oh, it's connected to this too. Oh, then it's easy for everybody because everybody else here that's listening to this is obviously following us. Clearly.
And you can also find us on Apple Podcasts, Apple Podcasts and Spotify, or your preferred podcatcher app.
Wait, shit! The stuff that we've done here in D&D is on Spotify now. Oh God.
Yeah.
It's been there.
I know Sparky is on Spotify. That's scary.
But you can find our book review, our book make fun of show called Toast and Tea Book Club, also on Patreon, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and whatever podcatcher you use.
Yeah. Now we have to actually get the first episode posted.
Yeah, exactly.
Also,
yeah.
I would like to just...
That would be helpful.
Before we start, I would like to just provide you one title from Chuck Tingle that makes me giggle, which is Pounded in the Butt by my handsome sentient library card who seems otherworldly, but in reality is just a natural part of the priceless resources our library system provides.
That is incredible. Oh my God.
I believe that was one of the sequels to Pounded in the Butt by My Own Butt.
Yes, I believe it is one of the sequels to that one.
That title, like it's reminiscent of like the
Now that's the kind of smut I like to see. We've brought smut to D&D. Let's go. Nobody thought it could happen, but here we are at Toast Crumbs on YouTube.
You say that, but I've seen ads for like
definitely was not written based on a D&D campaign.
I've seen 3 or 4 ads for specifically smut-based D&D games on TikTok.
Those would go based on your interest, Toast Wizard David, sir.
Yes, we were just talking about the smut books.
Yeah, and like I also follow people talking about like Cord, Horns, and Roses, and talking about all sorts of stuff. Like I'm not surprised it came up on my feed.
I'm not surprised, but it happened. Oh, David, I just grew way more respect for you now. I guess I will be maybe nicer to you this session with, Sparky's shenanigans. That being said, into today's episode, where were we?
Cut to opening credits.
The opening plays.
All right. last we left off, you guys were exploring the facility that you found by following the following the teleport device that the little gnome manager used. When you arrived, you discovered that the place was mostly unoccupied, other than a room full of Mark II Sun cores. You guys were investigating, and eventually were happened upon by a small group of 2 bodyguards and a scientist-looking guy who came to presumably gather some stuff that they left behind. You guys, a fight ensued. You beat the hell out of Mario and Luigi.
I got a power up. Much
you
to
stole
Kacheka's dismay.
Yeah. Sparky tried some Equinox. Not some Equinox. Yeah, some Equinox. And then you guys crippled the scientist. Let's see, what else do you guys do? Yeah. And then we come back in with the guards and the scientist all incapacitated. You guys are now the proud owners of 2 vials of burn up and 3 vials of Equinox.
Let's go.
And I will remind
lots of drugs, and Kucheka's not mad at me.
I will remind the group that, or at least I'll remind you, Dani, that Sparky feels like they recognize the feeling of taking Equinox.
Probably fine and not relevant to the plot, right?
No, of course. Why would the DM remind you of something if it wasn't important?
Exactly. Good to know.
All right.
Yo, did you get a Starbucks before joining here? That's crazy.
No, it's just a Starbucks reusable cup.
Oh, okay.
Because
I was like, damn, running late to the session, but we stopped for Starbucks. That's crazy.
Nah, they come in cool colors, and some of them change color when they're cold. So it was
that's cool. But yeah, sorry.
And they stack nicely in my cupboard.
They real talk. They look pretty. But awesome. So I mean, I know that because I stabbed the guy through we acquired the 2 people.
Yep.
The scientist person. Did we teleport out of there completely?
Nope. You guys are. We left off just after you guys had incapacitated all 3.
Okay. Well, I mean, the one scientist guy is still alive. I just, made him pass out from pain.
I think. I don't know. Did you guys kill the guards, or did we leave them alive?
I don't think we killed anyone.
I want to say you left them alive, but they're unconscious.
I don't know. I feel like as a DM, you should know that stuff better, but...
So much for the not giving him a hard time.
Hold on. Sorry, wait. I gotta be nice. Shit. Hold on. Damn it. This is like when I had to be nice to J-Dog for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible.
Just kept kicking them until their Equinox ran out, but they don't think you killed them.
So we could take so I guess, I'll turn to the group and be like, hey, well, look it. We could take all of them back with us, probably. It'd be fine. Also, I feel funny.
Oh, you feel funny. Do you, Sparky?
I do feel funny.
Really?
For no particular reason. But, not as funny as I thought I would feel.
More than funny, you feel, healthier than you felt in years.
And... which is kind of crazy for a cat. I mean, here's the thing. I was probably going to die way before you anyway, so it's great that I feel better because it just means that we can be buddies for longer, right? Yeah. We're still buddies after what I did. Yeah. We're good. Yeah.
I don't know, Kacheka. The red is finally gone from Sparky's eyes.
Yeah, it looks like they've gotten a full night's sleep for the last 2 weeks.
Exactly. You should be happy for me.
Hey, should we all try some of this stuff?
No.
I'm literally not seeing a single downside, but alright.
We don't even know what's in this.
Fine. Actually, what's crazy about all this is that, I feel like I've had something like this before. I don't do drugs often. I mean, I've never done drugs.
Sparky, I know you've done drugs. You don't need to hide this. More of what I'm concerned about is the fact that this feels familiar.
But like, I mean, I never went that hard. I mean, not mom. Kucheka. I knew that you would disapprove if I went like too. I kept all of my stuff natural and recommended by the chicken, which also in hindsight maybe isn't the best gauge of things. Definitely nothing happened when we had our night the other night, but like this isn't it's not. I don't know how to explain it, but I felt this somewhere before, but not like when I was, recreationally enjoying things. Like, what'd you say it was before, David? It was like when I was like feeling sick or something at some point.
Yeah, you remember you were like super sick, like you like even like the flu, but Kucheka convinced you to go to class anyway. By the end of the day, you were feeling perfectly fine.
Oh, in that case, I'll make Kucheka feel bad. And can I hold on? Can I roll for what is it? Not persuasion or
roll to gaslight?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be deception.
Deception. Hold on, let me pull up my D&D Beyond real quick. Pause of the thing.
Wow, I can't believe you didn't have this ready.
I'm not the DM. I'm just happy to be here. That's what I am. I can do this quickly, I promise. The fuck? Oh, my campaigns. You said deception, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go, being good at being able to good on that kind of roll.
And similarly, I'm going to need insight from Kucheka.
Fuck!
Are you sure?
Ooh, that's bad.
I still will, yeah.
It's a 13 to a 5. I'm on to you, sucker. You can't trick me. I've been gaslit my whole life. You think I don't know how to tell?
I'm not trying to gaslight. Listen. Okay, I'm sorry that I tried to do that to you, buddy, pal chum of mine. It's not personal, but no, like genuinely, I feel like remember when I got again that sickness? I don't know. Did you give me something? I feel like you would have given me medication. You're the one that usually gives me my drugs when it's to actually take care of myself.
Can I get a history check from Kucheka?
On it. I'm good at this. Boom, baby! That's a 26 with a nat 20.
Hey, you do remember.
Perfect. You actually do remember. It was about 2-3 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
You guys had woken up. Sparky could barely get out of bed. Just so sick.
I'm such a sad boy.
You figured, given that you're always around them, so and you weren't sick, that this is probably a tabaxi exclusive disease.
Mm-hmm.
So you decided to drag them to class anyway because they're you cared about their education.
I did, yeah.
Why?
Because I care about you, Sparky.
But yeah, after class,
thanks, Rumi.
They were walking on their own. They were doing just fine after class, actually. You thought it was odd at the moment, but you thought maybe they just had a bad morning or something like that. But I think with a 20, you remember the only class you had that day was Dr. Meshi's.
Do I remember if I got anything from Dr. Meshi? Did I ask him for some Tylenol or something?
No, I think there were. I think it was you guys. It was before one of your previous expeditions. So that there was, I think it was earlier class. So there was pastries and stuff out there.
Oh no!
So can one infer that by being by Dr. Meshi is what it was an area of effect?
Oh no! I think y'all remember that document we found about Kara, the fact that they didn't need her anymore because they had a more pure source.
Damn, that's crazy. You think that was related to Meshi? That's what I thought from the beginning.
Yeah, I know that, but I was more meaning the fact that, what pure source thing? I was assuming it was something to get them to be able to use the instruments, but instead he had some form of maybe healing effect, kind of like she does. She healed way too quick from everything.
Why would Meshi care to heal me? I wasn't exactly the best student in our small class.
Well, it doesn't
Or
necessarily.
is it just was it just a being around type effect, you think? Because like I mean, I don't know when I get drugs. I swear I don't take drugs, but I didn't take anything from him.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, is if it is just a physical trait, something magical, I guess. I don't know. But no, not even then. It must be a physical trait if
their healing is so good it heals others.
Yeah, and I'm having a feeling he might have injected yourself with meshy blood.
That's a little meshy,
I think you're overlooking another option, which is that Dr. Meshi drugged us throughout class.
What?
I think that's also a very valid thing that you are overlooking, other than he's an ambient beacon of healing at all possible moments.
That's fair.
I mean, I didn't take drugs.
I will say it's like all of you thinking back now, you would probably like given the context and what's going on here, you all would probably figure out. I think all of you haven't really gotten sick since starting this semester of class. Like there was one or two, but for the most part, like this is probably the healthiest you've been in your life.
I just assumed it was because we were all out of our teenage years. Maybe
I feel like that would be a case of health getting worse for us because we're older. But you know,
no, teenage years are full of acne and stuff.
Acne isn't a sickness, hun.
Acne?
Yeah.
What is that like when your skin boils?
Yeah,
Ew.
it's
That's
pus
disgusting.
spots on it. Yeah, it's not
Why
pretty.
do you have it?
Would River be the only one who has like skin
Actually-
that can form acne? Because everyone else is furred except for Vanel, and I assume Vanel.
Technically, fur covers acne, but animals can 100% also get acne.
But it's not visible for unless you like go searching
It's
for
not
it.
visible to the actual person, but it does bother them and causes issues.
Do the Vidalcan get acne?
I mean, dogs and cats can get, like, if their faces aren't cleaned properly, like, the particles irritate the skin and make something like acne.
Mm-hmm.
Listen,
but that's mainly around their mouths.
I guess, do we want to establish, do the Verdant get acne?
I don't think so, because all of their, they go through, like, a highly, accelerated...
As the DM, I feel like you should have been better prepared for
their
questions
version
like
of...
this.
So,
Wait,
like,
I have to be nice,
for
damn
Verdant,
it, shit.
their version of, like, adolescence is highly condensed into, like, a sleeping period.
Yeah, so River's the only one of you to actually have acne be a problem.
That's crazy.
And this semester, River's skin has been the clearest it's ever been.
My aesthetic has never been better. It was really messing me up a lot.
River would never really have to deal with acne though, because they are just like they would definitely have a skincare routine even before taking this class.
Yeah, but then I just feel better now. I feel like I drink water.
You don't. You know, we'll cross that bridge later. But yeah, so I mean, anyways, I feel like we should deal with. We're in enemy base right now. There's a bunch of Sun Core units over there, and we have 3 people passed out. Mario, Luigi, and this dumbass right here. That definitely I did nothing bad to. Do we explore more of this, or does somebody have a way of being able to hold them together so we can explore more? Like
tie them up?
Like, yeah,
I got
but also
rope.
I feel...
Of course you've got rope.
And I will say the doctor guy isn't going anywhere. They definitely they are pretty immobilized, but also they're probably bleeding out. So
I think you did a medical check before the end of last session, so they should be fine.
I don't remember. We'll go with that though.
I don't know if we can reasonably keep all of this away from Jared and the rest of Markov. I don't like the idea of them having 62 droids, automata, with the power to defeat godhood and just have that whole monopoly.
Well, I mean, if I have enough time with the computer, I might be able to make sure that they can't power up. And then no one's used their, like, special combining powers together, have they?
Not today.
Not today.
Cool. Because we could...
Yeah, I was about to say
blow
not
up the
today.
room. as a precaution.
We get a full rest on that, right, David?
Yep. Just in preparation for the duet abilities.
I
I
don't
don't
hold
know.
on.
Because if we destroy at least as much of them as we can, and if I can be able to disable them through the computers, which I think I already might have.
I mean,
But-
I guess, hey, you can and go through it, buddy. I believe in you. I'm gonna be absolutely sucking up to Kacheka at this point because I know they're pissed off. And I'll just be like, yeah, you're really good at that computer stuff. Pat on the shoulder type, like, you've got this. I believe in you. How can I help? How can I best assist you in these matters?
You know what? Why don't we go ahead and just change the code to activate them?
That's fair.
In that way, I don't like the idea of having this be a resource, but this could be a really good resource for us in the future.
So we have the nuclear launch codes. Good to know.
I mean, I just don't feel comfortable having all of the. We already have martial law pretty much going into effect. People are already scared. We don't need to be releasing these into everything
Society.
else.
But here's the thing is that, I mean, we have this bunch done, but what's to say that they don't have more locations with us?
That's a good point.
Like,
we
we
can-
can stop this bunch, or we can use this to help fight others, but, like, if this is already something that's being established as, a set, procedural line of making things, like, I mean, what can we do?
Mm,
I think at the very least what would be good is to, between Vanel and Kucheka, if you guys could look through to see what stops you can put in place since you guys are technology minded. Me, River, and Chicken Boy will make sure nobody else shows up. And also make sure that these guys are, not escaping anywhere. But we did a pretty good number on them, so they probably won't.
Yeah, I don't know if the bodyguards are going to have any real information. The scientist might.
When we bring the scientist back with us, I mean, obviously, there's going to be a lot of questioning. I have the ability to kind of delve into their mind a bit. I believe I can try and do that.
I do as well, but I don't.
Maybe if we both look at different aspects with different questions, we can kind of do our own mental duo ability, quote unquote.
Then there's the case of trying to figure out what's actually in this Equinox.
Like if you focus Vanel on like one aspect, like where if there is more located, and I focus on like what is planned or vice versa, we can attack the mind kind of at two fronts, so to speak, because Mans is pretty injured. I don't think he has a lot of mental fortitude right now. Though his mind might also break. I don't know how one would react to
There's a very good chance. There's a very good chance his mind will break. Is that a chance you're willing to take?
If we bring him back, I do a little bit worry about, because I still don't fully trust the Markov security people. Like, J-Dog's chill, but I mean, especially when finding that, it was, my sister got somehow caught up in all of this and didn't remember me. The story is a lot bigger, and honestly, even if we did bring him back to where the people could manage the situation, can we really say that we trust it? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. This is all quite big, and I don't. Jared is a fine individual, but he's also very paranoid, and I don't want anyone jumping the gun on this kind of thing. So
I'll tell you what, you seem to have a better grasp at your mind read abilities. So just in comparison, you've been more successful in your mind reading, maybe, like, at least it seemed. You seemed knowledgeable, at least in how you've talked about it. If we take turns, you look through first, or like, I mean, it's because the scientist is going to be probably the person that knows something. I don't think these other two chuckle fucks are going to know. I mean, their names are Mario and Luigi. Like, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna know very much. I think the two bodyguards might be more useful for Markov. Although it would be really helpful for us to know what they were actually looking for. But
Does
I can
anybody
go
else here
ahead
have
and-
mind read abilities?
No, I can be very persuasive, but I can't read any minds.
Can we like fusion me and Vanel and try to figure out deeper into scientist boy's mind?
Yeah, if you want to combine your efforts, we can definitely do that.
All right, here we
Okay.
go. Are we both casting, or is one of us giving advantage?
If you both cast, then I'll let this probably auto succeed, honestly, because he's unconscious, and you're also like simultaneously bombarding him.
Okay, we're gonna do yep, cast detect thoughts. That's my last second level available.
Same.
Excuse me. And we're gonna start sifting.
Did we want to have a plan of what information we each go for, or do we just kind of? I'm not.
Vanel's already in there.
Okay. Well, shit. I guess I'll just kind of go. I will look more personally, probably for. I mean, were you planning on looking more for locations of other sun? Were you looking for more Suncor, or are you looking for more drug related information?
Vanel is looking for sun cores, specifically where others may be being kept or where their assembly line is.
I will look in that case for more of the Equinox information of where their
you would.
source is, especially since, I shot myself up with this and I am mildly concerned.
Oh, now you're concerned. Okay.
That's fine. Listen, it's what healed me so I could be able to stop this guy, okay? Like, what do you say,
Also,
DM?
since Sparky said that they're willing to take on the risk of breaking the scientist's mind, Vanel is not as careful.
Who knows, if
Alright.
we break his mind enough, maybe we'll make him like Toasty and we'll become friends.
All right, so let's start with Vanels. So you say you were looking specifically for the production, like how the Suncor is being produced, right?
Yes. Anything Suncor production line, assemblies, warehouses that they're being stored.
Yeah.
Codes works.
What you're able to get is this is the main storage facility for them. There is a separate assembly facility. However, each of the individual parts are assembled by entirely different manufacturing companies. Basically, they spread it out as much as possible to make it difficult for anyone to figure out what's going on from the other side. So individual parts are being supplied by 2-3 dozen different companies.
Of course.
But the actual assembly facility you see is similarly another isolated location, only accessible via their teleport network. But yeah, so they're assembled there and then brought here for storage until they are sold or otherwise needed. In which case they are picked up and delivered. Was there anything else you were looking for?
Does this scientist know any of the access codes for Suncor?
Yeah. Basically, he knows the access codes for 4 of them. Basically, each of them has a randomized code that is generated, when they are sold, kind of thing. It looks like they came here to pick up an order of 4 of them. They couldn't move them. They couldn't move them otherwise. Otherwise, they would have moved to a different location. But they would have had to generate entirely new access codes for all of them in order to move them to a new location. So they figured they were safe enough where they were, because if you guys did follow, then you guys couldn't do anything with them. Was the idea?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you have the access codes for 4 of the Sun Cores.
Okay, and would the access cores make? Is that the admin, pretty much admin codes?
Yeah, it would give you it would give you administrative control of those 4 units.
Okay, excellent.
Good to know.
All right, moving over to Sparky's inquiry. So yours was specifically about the production of Equinox, right?
Correct.
So it looks like Equinox. The best way to put this. Up until very recently, Equinox was harvested through there was a series of blood banks that there was an agreement made with them, and they were able to extract a limited amount of Equinox from certain donors. Recently, however, they acquired a pure source that they can harvest a great deal of it from, allowing it to be allowing enough of it to be distributed to their own employees for necessary situations.
Do they know like any information about like the species or whatever that this pure source is from?
You can tell from what they know that the pure source is classified beyond their scope. They were more on the Suncor side of things. But yeah, the pure source is far more classified.
What do they know about? Do they happen to know anything about the blood banks that supplied, the blood? Because I mean, obviously, if Equinox has blood in it, like
it's synthesized from certain donors' bloods. And judging from what,
but they don't know
what,
like the logistics of, like
I have kind of imagined it similar to plasmapheresis, where they are able to like centrifuge it out. And like you would guess just from like your experience with Kara and such that the individuals who are they want the blood of are people who are genetically related to the original 7 heroes.
Okay. Trying to think of any other things that I could think of as far as Equinox is regarded. I mean, I imagine that there's other plants. I don't think if he is more focused on Suncor, I don't think I can ask him where other because we already explored the one distribution or like making place for Equinox.
That was for Burnup, actually.
Or for but this person knows more of the Suncor information, not the Equinox information.
Not as much. It just wasn't their area of expertise. And they know as much as any of their rank would know. But if anyone who was on the specifically Equinox team would know more.
Can I delve and see who they know was on the said team?
Yes, you can.
Oh.
Let's see.
I
you
like
see
this expression.
Give me a history check to see if you can connect a name to it.
Oh god, I have a +0 in history. Let's go. Don't fail me now, dice. Well, we got an 11. Probably not.
Like you don't get a name, but you see like a vaguely familiar face.
What species?
Null.
You brat. You brat. You did
it. I don't get the context, but I have a feeling that there is something going on with the Knoll.
What could it be?
Wonder what Noel has a sister in biochemistry.
Oh, wait, shit, yeah, you're Knoll.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I just know you as Hyena Boy, and I forget that you actually have a species. Well, that's, I guess, I mean, assuming that I can still communicate with the group, I'm like,
yeah,
I'll out loud say, "Oh shit!" Like, uh-oh. If it's Null, I'll be like, and I'm assuming like strong. Is it just that one face, or is there any other?
There's like you think you get like a couple of like just like team members, but like that's the only one that
obviously
stands out
I'm gonna yeah, exactly. I'll be like, uh-oh. Okay. Well, well, this is awkward. At least it's not a tabaxi, am I right?
Mind you, I have no idea what you've seen. So if you're saying this out loud, I'm just there like,
oh, a bit.
Do you want to share with the group?
Yeah. Hey, buddy. How many siblings do you have again?
Hold up character sheet. Hold on.
You have 4 sisters.
Four sisters.
Is there any distinguishing characteristics of said Knoll that I can make out in this mind delve?
If you start describing them, I think
We'll
it's
insert
very
insert.
yeah. If you
here.
start just describing the Knoll, Kucheka very quickly realizes that this is definitely Shipavu.
Then because I will absolutely, I'd be like, okay, hey buddy, you have a big ass family, but this guy, like, so I'm looking like, Vanel doing their own thing over there, looking more in the Sun Core. I looked more in the Equinox because I kind of shot myself up with it. But I'm there was a couple of phases in there, but I mean, you're pretty iconic. Big, strong boy, bestie friend of mine that's not pissed off with me for injecting myself with an unidentified substance. Yeah, one of them looks kind of familiar. If I describe it to you, will you promise not to get mad at me and just, like, think about it?
Oh, I've already had my suspicions. Go ahead. I won't be mad at you, Sparky.
Yes, I'll get some shit off of mad at me. So they look specifically like DM insert what they look like because I don't know their siblings.
A DM insert when I write up their descriptions because I've been too lazy to actually write them.
What? You didn't give basic and things.
If you
for your
subscribe to our
sibling?
Patreon, we'll actually get our shit together.
I know. Well, no, to be fair, I described them all personality-wise. I did not describe them physically.
All right, so this particular one was I mean, the vibe that they were giving was very
Was a bitch.
insert. Oh, okay. They gave very bitchy vibes. Like I wasn't like, you're chill. This one, not chill. Like they were ready to start some shit. And they had this kind of like they looked actually they don't be mad when I say this. They kind of looked related to you, maybe. Possibly. This isn't me trying to, like, I mean, obviously take with it a grain of salt, but like, buddy, I may have taken a drug without your consent, but like there ain't too many like guys like you that I know around here, and I ain't gonna lie about this kind of shit. I hope you know. Like this
Yeah,
is
I have a feeling we have our next lead, and it means going and dragging family into this, Okay, well then. Sounds like we get to, hey, Shibuya,
sorry.
my brain
I hit my
is
mic,
frying.
I didn't mean to.
Oh, you're fine. Just cover up my stumbling over my own sibling's name. It's fine. Get to pay her a visit. That'll be fun.
Is this an older or younger
This is
sister?
my eldest sister.
Oh shit!
Okay.
That one.
That's the twin.
Is she?
Yeah.
Is she someone that you previously had a pretty good relationship with in your life?
She was a bitch.
Kucheka's just gonna stare vacantly at you before just like
or
no one here is named you.
yeah, no, dude, my brain just fried. Eliot, all I can think of is Joe. River.
Joe's not here.
He stares at River and just is so blank and just sure. Great relationship.
Out of curiosity, does that name ring a bell for Vanel?
Give me a history check.
Okay, Kat, I need my arm. Thank you. History +7. Boo.
Damn.
10.
I don't think specifically. I think there may have been. I think you may. I don't know, Mikayla. Do you think it would make sense for any of the Mumes to have worked on the Verdant project?
How tightly wound is Mind and Body Works into that?
If they have exclusive rights to them.
Okay, so Uzuri probably is more likely who would be involved. But yeah, Shupavu is probably at least a bit into it.
Yeah.
Just the whole
Vanel
biochemist.
also has like gone through leaked documents.
Yeah, I think you might see that Chifubu was on that was like involved in the project a while back, but maybe like maybe 10 years back even like they when they were still like interning almost, but they moved on from the project not too long after. Yeah.
Okay.
But let's see.
That being said, we've kind of been in this guy's mind for a while. I feel like, Though, question.
Yeah.
If we fully break his mind, because ultimately we have to bring him back with us because he knows that we've seen things.
Mm-hmm.
Would there be a way for us, since it's me and Vanel breaking it, a way to bring it back again?
That's not how the magic is designed, is probably the way I would say it. If you were doing something a little bit more surgical, like modify memory, that could be an option. But at this point, I've always felt that like detect thoughts is a bit more brute force. So I don't think the magic you guys are doing is designed to be used the way
More attacking.
use the way you're using it, and also not designed to like be clean, I guess. I mean, like the fact that it specifically states that if they that they know that you have gotten their mind, it says to me that there's some damage left behind.
Could I, depending on how well it do, while in his mind, can I cast also Vicious Mockery?
Oh,
Yes. I assume the intent is to cause permanent damage.
Somewhat permanent damage that can maybe be worked out through personal therapy.
You absolutely can do this. I will warn you. This is likely less psychological trauma and more physical brain trauma you'll be causing. Like you are half as likely. You are at least as likely to give him an aneurysm doing this.
Can fix that though. We have the technology.
Yeah, you heard J-Dog. Anyone can be brought back from the dead.
I guess I'll be like, hey, Vanel. They have the potential to do something really stupid. But if we are worried about what this guy knows because I don't like sharing all of the information we have with Markov, because, I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, I agree with that, but what are you trying to...
Well, in his mind, what if I just kind of made him feel worse than what he is?
Oh, what does that mean?
How, like, make him sick?
I feel like we have powers that we have not fully begun to understand. But mentally, if I broke him just to make sure that, at least right off the bat, Markov security can't get information from him further than what we've gathered, because I feel like we've gotten most of the stuff. Because I don't want to, because if we bring him back to Markov security, they're definitely gonna be doing stuff with him that we don't know. And they probably won't let us know the information that they get from him.
Well,
But
yeah,
if
we already kind of knew that.
But if I greatly insult him enough to the point to that he now becomes stupid, and we somehow be like, hey, listen, they're not following us right now. They don't know what we're doing. We can just say that it was part of the thing and his mind broke. I can maybe make a little bit of a mockery out of him, so to speak, if you're catching my drift.
Is this conversation happening out loud, or is this all in the mind space?
Probably mind space, because we're still kind of actively mind reading.
Okay.
So I'll be like, Vanel, I can do a thing. It might break him, but it will keep Markov from doing their own experiment, because I don't think the guards really know anything. It was kind of Tweedledum and Tweedledum-ass.
Yeah, I kind of assumed that the bodyguards would be good for them to have, but I don't... I'm not quite sure if we have...
If we break his mind, we can maybe turn him into something like Toasty. And if we reformat him, so to speak, to become friends with him, maybe he can give us further information along the way with time.
Hold on, Big Trick. Are you trying to move his consciousness into a robot? Is that what you want to do?
No. What?
She's trying
no.
to lobotomize him.
No, it's not a lobotomy. I'm not
I
cutting
declare
his...
know what's happening. Vanel wants this as clear as possible.
What I'm saying
Okay.
is if I just mentally destroy his psyche, we can come in like the great friends in Saving and recalibrate him, so to speak.
Moral implications of this conversation are atrocious.
It is a very
Nobody else
good
hears
thing
this.
Yeah.
This is me and Vanel. This is me and Vanel listening to each other, okay? Everybody else stay out of this.
Ooh, do I have... Let me see if I can... Because I do agree with you. I don't trust Markov with all the information, because
And I'm a very personable individual right
themselves.
here. Like, look at me. I got so much just, like, I exude confidence and camaraderie. Like, we did good with Toasty. We might have to fuck this guy up in the mind a little bit, but... I mean...
Would this count as... How long would this conversation have gone on for?
It's in the mind space. This is effectively instant.
Oh, damn.
If you
So I can't do magical cunning?
If you if you want to do something, you can do it. Like I wanted to specify, there's no time limit on this.
David just wants to see where this goes.
Okay. Well, let me see if I can help you out. And you feel something exhale behind your eyes.
I don't know if I like the vibe of that, but okay.
And Vanel will do magical cunning to regain an expended packed magic spell slot, which I believe is all my so I get 1 second level back.
Man, I wish I had one more second level, because I also have the gift of gab.
That only works on you.
Yeah,
I believe.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why
We're gonna cast...
Oh, I see what you mean. It works on... Yeah, my bad.
Okay, this lasts for 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
How generous do you feel right now, David?
I see what you're looking at.
That's a great start to a sentence. I see what you want to do.
Do you? Because if I can distort the value of his brain for 8 hours.
Okay, that's not what I thought you were doing. Okay.
What did you think I was doing?
Well, now I want to hear what you thought you was doing.
Sorry.
Because suggestion only lasts for suggestion also lasts for 8 hours.
That's what I was looking at, yeah. I am willing to be generous when it comes to what you want to do, because
it's funny. It is creative.
Distorting the value of someone's brain. Excuse me.
Yeah, if you want to, distort value, or you want to implant a suggestion directly into his brain, I will allow it to last longer.
Okay.
Because effectively you're expending 2 spell slots to do this, because you also expend the spell slot for detect thoughts.
I could also just break it.
All right, we're gonna do distort value, and we're gonna decrease the value of his brain.
All right.
And while we're inside the brain, it's gonna feel like there's less room in there physically.
Man, Vandal, it suddenly became a lot closer in here than I was expecting. Hey, you seem to have kind of gone off on your own path here, Vandal. I mean, you went off on your own, train of thinking. I had a plan too, but, I mean, you want me to still apply what I know just to make sure he feels bad about himself?
I mean, you can. This is just an added... Because he can feel bad about himself and still give them a lot of information.
Yeah, but, I mean, no, you're making him dumb. But also, if we make him feel... If I make a mockery of him enough, and we are friendly enough, as we normally are, get outside of the context of what we're doing right now, we could bring him to our side and be friends. Because ultimately, I don't want to see bad things happen to him. I mean, he's doing this for a reason, obviously. I
don't
can't
want to
say
see
that
bad
he's
things
like.
happen.
I don't want to see
You know
bad
what,
things
why don't
happen
we-
to him, but I have to break it before we can make that happen.
Why don't we save that until he sees Markov? Maybe that'll cause him to become scared of them, as opposed to potentially scared of us. Do you have a way
Let me
of casting
check.
it sneakily?
Sorcerer. You cannot do that.
I mean, I just have vicious mockery. That's what I was
Yeah.
going to use
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
as of right now.
unfortunately, this boundary, like when not in the mind space, has to be loud enough for them to hear it. So, yeah,
I mean,
you
that could
can't
also
do.
be a point that I have enough. I feel like I have enough performance check that I can ultimately guilt this guy in the future if I needed to. But
I mean, right now, at least for the foreseeable future, probably until Vandal dismisses the spell, he believes he is stupid, and is not not very useful. So, that will definitely reduce the amount of information that he can give to Markov if he is interrogated. Like significantly reduce.
hold on, let me check some.
I mean, if he's got anything in his pockets, you might want to pick him out now.
Oh hell yeah! I've actively been looking through his pockets. Absolutely.
Yeah, you're able to snag his wallet, his employee ID, his Mind and Body Works employee ID. Actually,
I have a drop spot that I can hide without J-Dog knowing.
let's see. I think that's the main things of value we find on him.
Well, sweet. We're
I think-
taking all of this and we're holding on to it and being like, man, he had nothing on him, right?
I think Vandal might snag the his smartwatch that has the access codes loaded onto it. Did you get that?
Maybe, possibly. Earth to Vanel.
Access codes and
Yeah, you got the his smartwatch that has the access codes loaded onto it.
Okay. Yeah. Vanel will take that and power it down. Actually, does it have it?
Oh, you've frozen.
Oh no, we have a disconnect.
No. This is just payback because she made fun of me yesterday about my internet.
I was gonna say, I mean, kind of fitting actually. Like this is kind of what's happening to the guy right now. Complete
Nope,
disconnect.
you're back.
She back?
Hey.
Okay. So you're asking about it being able to be powered down?
Yeah. Does it have any sort of biometric locks on it, or is it like a standard like digital watch where it's like a button and dial?
I think it would have his biometrics in it. But I think you'd have time to change the permissions over to yourself before powering it down.
Perfect. Vandal does change the permissions and then takes it and puts it in a pocket somewhere.
All right.
All right, guys. Now, how the hell do we get out of here with these or all these three guys? Like, actually, Kacheka, you're a big boy. You got this. And we also have Chicken
Yeah.
Boy that can use gravitation. Did we want to explore further? Because we kind of got into this whole like questionable state of morality with the scientist guy. I don't know if maybe River or Chicken Boy wanted to explore around while we were doing our thing and whatnot.
I
Or
could
if they were
check.
just sitting watching us.
I could check on the computers and see if there's any maps of the facility.
I mean, that might
That's
be
a good
ideal,
idea.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
I can keep on lookout. I can listen to if there's any footsteps or anything coming closer.
Probably would have been good to establish beforehand, but better late than never, right?
Is there anything you'd like me to roll, David, for my computer tech
Yeah.
specialty?
Go ahead and do an Arcana check. With advantage. Given your stuff.
You have got to be kidding me. I rolled a 2 and a 3, so that's a 6 on the.
No.
Yeah, you're not feeling it right now. It's like you're a little shook up about the recent revelation. I will say if you wanted to use do you still have Shell Divinity left?
I think so. I don't think I used it. Yeah, I've got 3.
Yeah. If you wanted to use one of your Channel Divinity Haywires, you could probably get into it. Just using the resource.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. All right. Remind me exactly what you're trying to do.
I'm trying to get a kind of a layout of the facility, see what else would potentially be useful for us to explore, any other sort of information in that sort of vein before we were to head out.
Okay. I will get that information to you next week.